Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday, March 9th. So today is kind of a discussion video. I sometimes have random questions that float through my mind, and it's hard to put into a normal video. So I have a couple that kind of intertwine. So I'm asking you guys to please put your input in the comments because I do want to hear what you think about this. No wrong or right answer. Again, just pretend like you're sitting in my living room and we're having some sort of a meeting and we're having just a discussion. First, before I get into that, if you haven't watched, Jean-Claude on Beyond Mystic had a new guest last night named Jason Quitt, Q-U-I-T-T, and it was very interesting, and I will say it's definitely worth a watch. He talks a lot about healing the energy body and how he helped heal himself, and I think this is something that eventually we will all tap into if you haven't already. And it was good. I found it very interesting, and I understood what he was talking about. So anyway, go watch that if you can. I will try to post that in the comments if I remember. So the two questions, I guess, is, let me see how to get these out. So this is my question. If we literally live on a prison planet, how are we supposed to manifest ourselves out of a prison planet by visualizing if literally we have people that would rather eat us for breakfast than help us accomplish anything good? So that's kind of the first question. And we have certain people, a particular person, if you might know who I'm talking about, who she's all about, focus on what you want, and you can have what you want. Yada, yada, yada. And then on the other side of that, we've got people that are doing everything they can to make sure we don't accumulate anything. We don't have anything that makes us happy. You know what I'm talking about. So my question is, how are we supposed to get ourselves out of that prison planet? Why can't I say that word? The prison planet that we are in and get ourselves into maybe what we would call New Earth by visualizing. I have visualized off and on over the years, but this is my thought about that is it took me years, and I mean years, to rewrite the programs in my head of negative self-talk that I was taught from my mother, my parents. I mean, I think we all come into that in this world with that negative thoughts about ourselves, and then we just have society and media and everybody that just kind of jumps on board, and we have to find our way out of that. It took me years to get out of that. So my question again is, when we have so many people who still have their heads up their ass and couldn't visualize themselves out of a wet paper bag, how are we supposed to do that? I mean, it's like there's a few of us trying to work our way into that. So that is my question, is like, how are we supposed to do that? How do you see that happening? Is it a few of us that are going to make this happen? I don't know. That's one of my questions. The other question that I think about, and I can't quite wrap my head around, is, and I always picture a little Mexican guy that is like a landscaper. This would be like a prime example of somebody that works, maybe 2 or 3 jobs to support his family. He doesn't have time to watch any of these videos. He certainly does not have extra money to buy gold and silver and all of the stuff that some of these people are promoting. Buy this, accumulate this, get this, get this, get this. So how are these people, these normal everyday people, and some of you could include yourself in that, who really doesn't have that extra money at the end of the grocery cycle or the month, because right now we know everything is super expensive and it's costing an arm and a leg to do anything. How are those people, or you and I, supposed to accumulate this wealth that is supposed to be coming in the future. And the other question that goes along with that is, supposedly the bad people have been accumulating wealth, and it's all about all about having more. I am seeing people that are supposed to be good doing the same thing, accumulating, getting more. What's the difference? Maybe one did it the good way and one did it the bad way. Is that the only difference? I mean, is it not a case of trusting that the universe will provide for you? I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there. I don't, and I haven't had that push inside of me to accumulate all of this great wealth. And maybe that's because I surrendered a few years ago and decided I was going to let the universe look out for me, which they always do. Is that the difference? That these people that feel like they have to have something solid and physical don't trust that the universe is going to take care of them? Or is it a case of that's how the universe is taking care of them and maybe other people have a different way that they're going to be taken care of? I don't know. Does this make any sense? I knew this was going to be a difficult video to get out of my head and out onto to talk about, because it's very scattered thoughts. But again, it's the same couple of things that keep kind of going around in my head. Is I don't understand how we're going to visualize our way out of this hellhole of a prison planet that we are in, into New Earth. So I guess that's my question. How do you see us going from the old to the new? Are we in the middle of it right now? Is everything going according to plan? Is there something else that we need to be doing to move it along? I guess that's one of my questions. And how are we going to be provided for in the future with the monetary things? Are the people that are accumulating the gold and the silver and the cryptocurrency or whatever, are they just another version of the prison planet people, and they think that hoarding certain things is going to provide their safety? Does that make any sense whatsoever? Sorry if this is unclear, and I'm trying to make it make sense, but I do wonder, it's like, again, how is the little Mexican guy who doesn't have, as they say, a pot to piss in, and there's a lot of people right now that don't have that, how are they supposed to move into New Earth? Are they going to move into New Earth? I guess that's my question, is how are we going to move this thing forward? How are we going to move everything forward when we literally, again, have people that would rather eat us for breakfast than have us do anything or be happy or whatever? That's what we're fighting right now, and I'm just trying to wrap my head around how are we going to finally break free of that? I want to know your opinions. I want to know your intuition, your thoughts. What do you think's going to happen? What do you feel is going to happen? How do you see us going to New Earth eventually? So I guess that's it. I will talk to you later. Bye.